When I have a thought, I gotta let it out. It's a bright spot that I can't even doubt. My opinions, my point of view, even if things are a little chopped and screwed. So yeah, even if you disagree. So yeah, even if I'm not in your pedigree. So yeah, especially if you agree. So yeah, so yeah.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you're listening to it. Welcome to the So Yeah podcast with some favorites, someone's favorite, Caroline and Diamond. All right, let's hop in. Let's hop, scoosh, and slam into this thing. As a certified pale person, I fucking hate summer. And I know a lot of people are gonna gasp, oh my god, she hates summer. Oh my god, yeah, I hate summer. I've never really liked summer. The only idea that I like about summer is when I was in school, that I was off school, but now being an adult, who gives a fuck? Because I still gotta work during the summer. And one, the sun, hello, sizzling skin, okay, looking like salmon skin, that's me, sizzling in the sun. I'm the girl who, if we go to the beach, because I love going to the beach, I really do love going to the beach, let's go get away. And I will be in a full tracksuit, full rash guard, my favorite, cheetah, big surprise, I like cheetah all across the board. Bedspread's cheetah, my bonnet, I sleep in cheetah, my nightgowns are cheetah, I'm a cheetah girl, cheetah sister. Of course, my rash guard is gonna be cheetah, I don't know. I wear like full length pants, or I literally saran wrap my legs with a towel, and I just stay nice and cool underneath an umbrella, fully wrapped up. Also, not the Pacific Ocean because it's frigid up in there. But when I used to live on the East Coast, the Atlantic Ocean, chef's kiss, I'd be in that water, bobbing up and down. All you would see would be my head, probably with a wide brim sun hat, sunglasses, fully protecting my skin. My mayonnaise skin, okay? Because getting sunburned is diabolical for me, okay? It's like at the beginning of the summer, usually around May, because it's sizzling by then. I get sunburned so bad it starts me off for the summer, and then I never want to go see the sun again. And I love being outside. I actually do like nature. You would be surprised, because I seem like a girly girl. I am a girl, but I also can get dirt underneath my fingernails. I can do it. I just don't love summer. And I also don't love sweating. Unless I'm like, doing exercise and I want to feel that sweat. I want to feel that hard work. I have big tits. And what happens in the summer when you have big tits? Drip, drip. Okay? I am full waterfall underneath my fucking boobs. The minute I step outdoors, dripping down my rib cage. And then not only are my tits sweating, my cracks are sweating, my cooch is sweating, my pits are sweating. Don't forget about the pearl necklace that's around my upper lip. I hate it. I hate sweating. And then, on the East Coast, they'll be like, oh, it's humid. I hate the humidity. You walk outside, my hair explodes. And it's already so goddamn big. Okay? It takes up the door frame when I step outside. I hate feeling like somebody's licking me with a hot tongue the minute I step outside the door. And then you go into the West Coast and they're like, well, it's dry heat. It's still fucking heat. It is still heat. It's still hot. I am done. I hate it. I have like seasonal depression for summer. But come to think about it, I also have seasonal depression for winter. Maybe I'm just depressed. I guess that's what it's like living in 2025. You're just depressed, But I do love spring and I love fall. Bloom. The sun's coming back out. Fall. We can add some layers. We get cozy. Summer. And also for me with like, I'm thickums. Like sometimes the clothes don't look as good on me. I'm sweating. I'm chafing because my legs are fucking sweating. It's too much. Summer clothes are not as cute. I'm sorry. They're not as cute. Give me a layer. Layer it up, babes. Layer me down. Layer me all around. And in the same breath of summer, like me wanting summer to be over, I want fall, September is a good month for me. It's my birthday month. So I like the seasons change. Fall, a new era is approaching. A new season is upon us. I like the freshness of fall. I like the freshness of September. I also love soup. I'm so excited for soup season. I have made soup a couple times this summer, and my roommates are like, you're making soup? It's 98 degrees. Okay, Nick Lachey? Yeah, I'm making soup, and I want soup season right now. I know Johnny's listening to the podcast. Thanks, Johnny, for always listening. She loves soup. That's a soup bitch. Okay? We need soup bitches to stay together. Bring the colder months. I want fucking soup. I want it. Once a week, a crock pot soup. I love a crock pot. I do. I know some people on the internet don't like crock pot menus. What? Are you okay, girl? Your mom just wasn't good at making a crock pot dish. That's all I gotta say. Everybody who has my soups, they love my soups. They love my crock pot meals. Unless they're lying to my face, and then I'd be really offended. But I don't think that I have people in my life that would lie to me. Right? You wouldn't lie to me.
So yeah.
This section of the podcast is called Currently, and it's everything that I, Caroline M. Diamond, is currently reading, watching, and listening to. This is like a new, fresh, approach because it just came out. Sabrina Carpenter's album came out. And, I like Sabrina Carpenter. I'm not here to be a hater. I really am not here to be a hater. I know sometimes I say hateful things, but it doesn't make me an inherent hater, okay? I really do not think that I am a hater. Some people are going to laugh. Some people are going to be like, "Girl, you are a hater." I'm trying not to be. That being said, I think that it was a lot of pressure to come off short and sweet to make an album that was like, kind of similar or in the same level and the same like scope. And there's not as many hits. Also, is it not a country album? I was talking with Madison about it, and she was like, it was an album kind of based off of Please, 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 and we didn't want that. No. Please, Please, Please was one of the worst songs on Short and Sweet. I hate that song. The chorus, the melody, please, please, like that sounds like nails coming down a chalkboard. Tell me the difference between Nails on a Chalkboard and Please, Please, Please by Sabrina Carpenter. There's no difference. There's no difference there. I needed more Bed Chem. I needed more Good Graces. Okay, give me that. It sounded like a country album, which I'm like, okay, I like country music. I'm not a huge hater on it. But like, were there like hits on it? It was like Tears, and then You're Hot Now, or Who Do You Think Is Hot Now, or something like that. Those were the hits. And then there was another song that was like House Party, House Trip, House something or other. And I thought it was like gonna be good, and then it like ended up not being as good as I like wanted it to be, and I'm not really sure why that happened. All I have to say is Jack Antonoff, talking to Lens, talking right to you, Jack. Stay away from the pop girls. I am done. I am done with a Jack Antonoff produced track. The only addendum that I will say currently that you can say for Jack Antonoff is Doja Cat's Jealous Type. I think that is a good stretch for you, production-wise. Otherwise, get away! Get away from the pop girls. Maybe what you should do, Jack, is go talk to like a male pop star. Maybe help them. Shoo. Get away. Jack Antonoff, please get away. Oh, I hit the mic. That's how passionate I feel about Jack Antonoff getting the fuck off the track. Thank you. As for what I'm reading, you know, on the podcast, I've been talking about it for a couple weeks. I've been wanting schlop. I wanted some junky books. So I finished A Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. And like, it was good. Was it her best work? No. Again, all of her books are like kind of the same book. You know, it's just like a bunch of like white people and like white people falling in love, or at least like that's the vibe I get. And it's like, it's fine. It's fine. I've read all of her books by now, and it was good for me to just like read through 5 days took me to finish it. Not bad, not too shabby. And basically the plot was like these two writers are like writing about, this like, so ex-socialite and how she's like living off the grid, and then like the two writers end up falling in love. Whoa, big surprise. Could have saw that a mile away, Emily Henry. And then there was actually a pretty good twist at the end. You know, I love a good twisticle, and there was one. I'm not going to give it to you because I don't give everything away on the podcast. Sometimes you have to do the research as well. I can't just give you everything. I can't. I would be a bad mother. I can't give you everything, okay? And as for what I'm watching, so I have had quite an interesting August. It was interesting, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all of the above. And I was having like a not so good week a couple weeks ago, or last week, or whatever. They all run together, you know, seasonal depression. And I was like really wanting to watch something that like made me feel good, that I loved so much. And it was on Tubi. You know, as a listener on the podcast, you know I love Tubi. And it was on Tubi, and I opened Tubi, and I was like, it was like right on the homepage. What was there? Across the Universe. I love Across the Universe so much. It is so underrated. People do not talk about Across the Universe as much as they should. And dare I say, maybe Across the Universe is the 21st century's Singing in the Rain. Oh! The only reason why I make that comparison is because, as an avid listener of the podcast, you know I stan Singing in the Rain, okay? I fucking love Singing in the Rain. And Across the Universe is so amazing. Of course, it's like the Beatles songs, which, I mean, I have never personally done a deep dive into the Beatles, but I can appreciate like what they did for music. They completely made a new sound for the time that they were in, no matter if I love it or hate it. That's not the point, right? But using their music and not making it like a Beatles movie, love. And there's so many great moments. There's so many like politically charged moments. It's so good. And I know this movie never comes up for people when they say like, what's your favorite dance movie, you know? Like Honey, Center Stage, you know, You Got Served. Nobody talks about Across the Universe being a dance movie. Nobody does it. And I'm here to bring it. Across the Universe is one of the best dance movies. And it's not all about like 1, 2, 3, ka movement. It's like literal movement. There's a scene where I believe it's, I forgot the song. That's how quickly my brain goes in, out, up, and down, and all around. Anyway, she's walking forward, and it's like all these football players, and it's in slow motion. They're kind of like jumping over each other and tackling each other. And it's not necessarily dance steps, but it's movement. It's breathtaking. There are so many moments that are so beautiful in that movie. Thank you, Julie Taymor, the director, for blessing us with that. I would love to see the storyboards and the process of Across the Universe because I think that it's so amazing. And I'm here to stand for Across the Universe. If you have never seen Across the Universe, babe, clock that T right now, okay? Stop what you're doing. Get some 2 hours and 15 minutes time for yourself. Watch Across the Universe. It'll change your life. Thank me later. Thank you so much for listening, watching, wherever you're consuming this beautiful, juicy episode. I appreciate you. Share it, like it, comment it. You know the drill. If you liked it, tell everybody. And if you hated it, tell nobody and keep scrolling. Simple as that.
Simple as that, simple as that, simple as that for you, simple as hey, Kid Cudi, hey.
All right, goodbye.